happens in your life naturally, effortlessly, by you seeking the kingdom. He says, seek ye first the kingdom, and every other thing shall be added unto what? And focus on the giver. Am I communicating at all? Focus on the giver of the gift, not the gift itself. So there are people who are chasing after things. Meanwhile, they are supposed to chase after the one who owns things. Don't chase after things. Go after the man that owns the things. Now watch this. This is where you need to catch something. Now for a table. And Pastor Wisdom has a million, has a millionaire. Come with those things. Just come with those things. Come with those things. This is a millionaire with him. This is 100,000 on this table. Watch me, please. Stay with me. He has a millionaire with the wise thing that anybody should do or should have done would be to go for the man that has a millionaire with him. But what people do most times is that they go for 100,000. Am I communicating at all? Now, the 100,000 is not to be equated with the millionaire. Now, the 100,000 will be exhausted. So wisdom therefore becomes you going for the man that has a millionaire that is greater than 100,000. Am I talking at all here? Because if I finish this 100,000, I'm left with nothing. But if I go after the guy who has a millionaire with him, even after 100,000 has been exhausted from the 1 millionaire, there is still some left. That's why God is saying, take your eyes from the gift. Go after the giver. Take your eyes from the resources. Pursue the source. Are you following what I'm saying here? Because if you go for resources, you may run out of resources. But if you go for the source of resources, like gold. But those who live for God never lacks gold. So he says, seek ye first the kingdom. And this righteousness and every other thing shall be added unto you. And of course we said that the way to know, there are things to note about what people live for. We said that what people live for, they are willing to die for. What people live for, they give to. What people live for, they are joyful about. What people live for, they spend time with. And we said that what people live for, they are willing to take risk for. So if you are living for God, you'll be willing to take risk for him. You'll be willing to die for him. You'll be willing to give to him. What validates your living for God and his kingdom is that you are willing to die for God and his kingdom. And there are marks